Hey everyone, in today's video I'll explain Ostwald's dilution law. So we know according to Arrhenius theory there exists an equilibrium between undissociated electrons and ions in water. So when we are taking an electrolyte and when we are adding to water, there are some electrolytes molecules which undergo dissociation. There are some electrolyte molecules which cannot undergo dissociation and remain as undissociated. So in such cases there exists an equilibrium between undissociated molecule of electrolyte and ions dissociated in the solution. So Ostwald applied law of chemical equilibrium for this equation in the year 1988. Okay, so we are taking same equation and we are applying the law of chemical equilibrium. So initially the concentration of electrolyte is C and initially product's concentration will be 0. Okay, at equilibrium what happens? There is a decrease in the reactant concentration and increase in the product's concentration. So this decrease can be indicated with C minus C alpha. Okay, C alpha molecules getting decreased in the case of electrolyte. Okay, so but there is an increase in the ions concentration. So C alpha A plus ions increased, B minus C alpha ions will be increased in case of B minus. Okay, so this, if we take the C common, then I can write C into 1 minus alpha. So C alpha for A plus it is C alpha, for B minus it is C alpha. Okay, this is the concentration at equilibrium. So now applying the law of chemical equilibrium. So if I apply the law of chemical equilibrium, then K is equals to A concentration, product's concentration by the reactant concentration. Okay, so you can see A plus concentration, B minus concentration by AB concentration. If I substitute this equilibrium as concentration at equilibrium, then I will get C alpha into C alpha and C into 1 minus alpha. Okay, so C alpha into C alpha will become C square alpha square and by C into 1 minus alpha. So C will be cancelled. Then I will get K equals to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. This is called ionization constant or dissociation constant of an electrolyte. Okay, this is in equation 1 and this is a mathematical expression for Ostwald's dilution law. Let us see the continuation. So now we got an equation K equals to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. So equation 1. So if I take concentration as 1 mole and V liters, okay, 1 mole of electrolyte dissolved in V liters of solution, then I will get C equal to 1 by V. I am taking concentration as C equal to 1 by V. I am substituting the C value in the above equation. Then I will get K equals to alpha square by 1 minus alpha into V. So this is equation 2. In case of weak electrolytes, what we will do? The dissociation is very low. Okay, the dissociation is very low. So we can neglect the alpha value from the denominator. So this 1 minus alpha is taken as 1. Alpha I am neglecting. Okay, so I am writing this equation. Then what happens? This equation becomes K equals to C alpha square because we are neglecting the alpha value here. So from this what we can write? Alpha square equals to K by C. So alpha becomes root over K by C. The square becomes root when it is coming this side. So we got equation 3. So I am substituting C value in the equation 3. We know C means what? 1 by V. So from this we can write V equals to 1 by C. So 1 by C will become V. Alpha equals to root over K into V. So degree of dissociation is directly proportional to the square root of dissociation constant, and volume in liters and concentration is 1 mole. When electrolyte volume is liters and concentration is 1 mole, this law is applicable. Okay, so what are the limitations of this Ostwald's dilution law? This law is applicable only to the weak electrolytes. So weak electrolytes we know which undergoes partial dissociation when you are adding to water, like ammonium hydroxide. You can see acetic acid, all these are weak electrolytes. This law is applicable only to the weak electrolytes where we will get dissociation constant as unity. Okay, and this law is not applicable to the strong electrolytes like hydrochloric acid, KCl. When you are adding to water, they undergoes complete dissociation. In such cases this law is not applicable. Okay, this is about Ostwald's dilution law and its limitations. Thank you so much for watching.